Hello, hello, hello. I am Debbie K, lead writer at beautybrainsandfinance.com. And of course, I am Miss Debbie K of this channel. But BBF is a blog where we chat all about making money, career advice, and small business strategies to give you all the deets you need on navigating your career in your 20s and feeling dang good while doing it. So, today we're going to be talking about these small business ideas, these feminine small business ideas, and I'm so excited to share these with you all today. But first of all, I cannot go on any further without wishing you all a very happy new year. Welcome to 2023. I am so glad that we are all here to see it. So, as I was saying, I am sharing some of these small business ideas for the girlies who are embracing the soft girl era and drowning in that content in that corner of TikTok. I see you, girl. Put the phone down. It's been 2 hours, honey. Stop scrolling. Put it down. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I love that for you. Well, not the like doom scrolling, but the soft girl part because I get it. It can be so hard out there. Listen, oh my goodness. I mean, on this channel, we talk all about leveling up career and finances over here. We are working gals, all right? We love setting goals and crushing them, but that does not negate the fact that the work it takes to get on top of your financial goals can be so draining. But it doesn't have to be, right? Because if you've ever dealt with a negative money mindset in the past or you are dealing with it currently, you know that one of the biggest lies we can actually tell ourselves is that money is difficult to come by and requires a whole lot of exhausting work from us before we're able to get enough of it to survive, right? And all of these small business ideas I'm going to share with you today allow you to get offline. Well, for the most part, depending on your approach to them. But they allow you to get offline and reconnect with your community to provide your customers with the best services you can give them. And more importantly, these are service based businesses that embrace creativity and innovation so that you can connect with that youthful, exciting, creative part of you while making money and working toward your financial goals. It doesn't have to be hard. You can get offline, you can reconnect with others, have fun while making money with these business ideas. All right. So let us get started. This is our table of contents. So, as you can see, this is just an overview of the ideas I have for you today. So, first things first, I do want to talk about some of the startup costs because today I'm talking about small business ideas, not necessarily side hustles. Although, if you are maybe going to school full time, like I am, or you are working full time like I am, most likely these small business ideas, you're going to start off as a side hustle. Um, but I still do want to talk about upfront costs, startup costs, because those are things that you have to think about if you are looking to turn these ideas into a real blown out small business. Okay. So putting some extra money into your startup costs can elevate any of these ideas from just merely a side hustle to an actual small business. So you'll have to think about whether you'll need maybe an LLC or any business licenses. And these will, of course, vary by state. The LLC, I mean, you could always be a sole proprietorship, right? Or you could have a partnership. That will just depend on your goals and where you're at in your business. But definitely for the licenses, that will vary by state. It will vary also on the scale that you want to operate these businesses at. So just keep that in mind and make sure you do your research. All right. We want to run and own legal businesses. All right. And then you can also invest in a website or a social media presence, right? Keep that in mind. It doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg to start up a cute, easy, simple website or build a social media presence. And definitely keep your business organized with client and project management softwares and bookkeeping, invoicing, billing softwares. And finally, you'll need the proper equipment to make sure that you can provide top notch results to your customers and clients. All right. So, the first idea is event management. An event manager is a type of project manager who plans, develops, and executes personal or corporate events. So, listen, honey, I can see it now. All right. You, clipboard in hand, talking into your little earpiece and running the show with your hair pulled back into your business bun. Belinda, the cake. Where's the cake? I can hear you whisper shouting it into your earpiece while gracing the venue, directing guests and coordinating everything perfectly, just like JLo in the opening scene of The Wedding Planner. Did y'all catch that scene? Love that scene. Honestly, love the whole movie, but that scene, I mean, mwah, chef's kiss. So, if you're a brand spanking new with no experience, you will likely find more success throwing personal events first. And over time, as you build a portfolio and develop expertise in event management, you'll be able to charge at a higher price point to manage bigger events for corporations or even still managing personal events, but for clients with who are willing to pay a higher price point, right? So, you can start by hosting events at your place with friends and family to get content that you will share on social media and on your website. So that way, when the paying clients finally do come to you, you have successful examples to show of what you're capable of. It's also nice to get a few low pressure test runs in so that you can learn how to handle certain situations without the stress of knowing someone is paying you. So, some of the skills needed include time management, decision making, communication, leadership, creative thinking, budgeting, networking, and organization. So, of course, all of these are imperative. I mean, if you're running an event, everything needs to be on time. You have to make important decisions, leadership. You have to get everyone in line, organized. You have to absolutely communicate to make sure that these events that you are throwing for your clients end up going wonderfully well. All right. There's creative thinking. How can you throw the best events for your clients? Of course, there's budgeting. Your clients will have a budget that you will need to work within. And then networking. Networking is, I mean, just essential in life, but I think especially for event planning, you never really know when someone is having a party, especially if you want to have corporate clients. You will definitely want to start networking with other small business owners or local companies in your area. All right. In terms of earning potential, event planners in the US can actually earn anywhere from $3,500 to $6,000 a month. So consider the pricing structure you intend to employ and be realistic about the number of hours you can put into this. Will you be a one woman show or will you have some help? And how will that affect your earning potential? What kinds of events do people need you for? Are these events ones that most people will try to host on their own, or do they usually enlist outside help? Consider also your profit margin goals and the upstart and overhead costs. And these notes that I'm making for you all actually you'll need to think about for each and every single one of these small business ideas because they really will affect how you're able to scale your business, right? I mean, you have to think about your potential clients. You have to think about their price points. You have to think about their earnings, their income, right? You have to think about how many hours you can put into it. Will you have help? These are all really important questions to ask for all of these ideas. So next up is alterations. Why not start an alteration business? As a seamstress, you have the power to convert any piece into a perfect fit for your customers with your knowledge of fabrics, design, and style. Right? If you've ever picked up a sewing needle before, then you will have, or if you've never, excuse me, picked up a sewing needle before, then you'll have quite a bit of a learning curve if your goal is to turn this into a sustainable small business. Nevertheless, YouTube University will always have your back. There are so many useful videos that will help you get the basics of alterations and sewing down and even give you new ideas to boost your creativity as you improve your craft. So, some skills needed would be time management. You'll need to be detail oriented for sure. You'll need to know how to communicate with your clients. Of course, you want to give them exactly what they're asking for. There's also fabric knowledge, coordination, customer service, craft knowledge, and dedication to continued learning. In terms of earning potential, in the US, a seamstress typically makes anywhere from about 2,700 to a little over 6,000 a month. Your starter kit for this small business idea can include a sewing machine, seam ripper, fabric scissors, iron, measuring tape, tracing paper, needles, pins, threads, etc. Storage and organization system. Of course, you'll want to keep your tools organized, but you'll also need to keep all of your clients' clothing organized, right? I mean, you cannot lose your clients' clothing, right? So that's something to keep in mind. You'll need some storage space probably. Next up is a paint and sip art instructor. So prepare to be the best art instructor the streets have ever seen and the go to Picasso extraordinaire. With this small business idea for exceptionally creative women, you get to create an oasis for a girls' night out or events or just, I don't know, date nights. How fun is that? So you can either rent out a brick and mortar space, or I'm thinking if you're trying to keep costs low at first and start this, go from side hustle to small business over time, you can even be a traveling paint and sip host. Think about bachelorette parties, right? Maybe tone down bachelorette parties, or I don't know, like I said, some girls' night outs, or a girls' night in. I don't know. Personal events. You could definitely be a traveling paint and sip art instructor. I feel like that is totally possible for you. So, some skills needed include time management, event planning, especially if you are going to have a brick and mortar space and people are coming to your art studio to take these art classes. You'll need to be able to plan that out. As you can see here, other skills you'll need are teaching and curriculum. A paint and sip, you're really guiding people on creating their masterpieces. So you'll need to have skills there, hosting skills, customer service, and again, continue learning. Instructing and art are both crafts that you'll want to always make sure that you are up to date in. In terms of earning potential, anywhere from a little over 200 or $2,000 to almost 6,500 a month in the US. Your starter kit might include aprons, wine glasses, bottles of wines. Will you need licenses? You'll have to think about that. It does depend on this the state, right? Easels, brushes, paints, pencils, water buckets, palettes, canvases. All of these things are going to help get your clients working on their masterpieces. Now you can call your attention to possibly being a caterer. So this is for all of the foodies out there who have a finger licking so good it'll make you want to slap your mama type of gift to share with your customers. If you can see yourself cooking for profit, then consider starting a catering business. This is so fun. And I feel like you can really get in touch with your foodie self here. This doesn't have to only be for events, by the way. You can also be a meal prep service for busy professionals and families who just don't have the time for cooking. Even with the help of meal delivery services like HelloFresh and Blue Apron, because they still have to cook those, right? Maybe you can cook their meals for the week and deliver it to their front door. Who knows? So, for the skills needed, you will need food presentation skills, food handling skills. Definitely think about licenses here. Like when it comes to food, anything like that, definitely look up what your state's laws are, um, so that you can get the proper licensing you need, right? You'll have to have food knowledge, dietary and nutrition knowledge, of course, inventory management, um, food and beverage preparation knowledge, multitasking, customer service, continued learning. And again, with this business idea, I really want you to take seriously the fact that you will have to do some research on what kind of requirements your state has for running a catering business like this, right? You'll have to make sure that your kitchen is up to par with the state requirements and the law. You'll have to really, really take that seriously because we are talking about food and it's going into people's bodies. We want to keep our customers safe and we want to be legally compliant. So, in terms of earning potential, the numbers are really looking the same. Um, a little under 2,500 to a little over 5,000 a month is what you could expect to make as a caterer. And starter kit needs for the small business idea, the basic serving equipment, beverage dispensers, gloves, definitely sanitary items, cooking supplies, of course. Again, those permits and licenses, definitely important to keep in mind. Food inventory, serving utensils, portable catering supplies. It'll just depend on your approach, right? And finally, the last business idea I have for you guys today is probably my favorite. Start a low cost business that is in the business of helping other businesses. I absolutely love the virtual assistant small business because of the major perks that come along with it. It can be very easy and affordable to start, and depending on how you manage and scale your business, very affordable to maintain. So, a virtual assistant is, well, a virtual assistant. Many small businesses are running to this service because it is a cost effective and convenient way for them to get another pair of hands working on the back end of their business. So, the term virtual assistant is a broad term. There are so many ways to niche down and offer specific services to your clients. You can specialize in bookkeeping, content creation, email management, customer service, and more. The list of possibilities go on. So, skills needed include communication, organization. You'll need to be detail oriented for sure, self motivated, especially if you're virtual and no one's there. Your clients aren't there like a boss would be there to make sure you're on top of everything. Also, as a virtual assistant, you'll probably have multiple clients, so you'll definitely need to be self motivated and on top of everything. You'll also need expertise in your niche. Like I said, virtual assistant is a very broad term. You can niche down and provide those specific services. So you'll need niche specific knowledge and skills. And you can always build these and grow. Just pick a niche that you're really passionate about and you'd love to learn more about and start from there. Learn. You also have to be open to critique. You are a business owner, but you are a service based business. And you are working on the back end of your clients' businesses. So I'm sure they have certain ways they want things run. So you'll have to honor their preferences for their own businesses, right? So you will have to be open to critique. But of course, as a business owner, there's also a lot of collaboration here. So it's not like having 10 bosses, right? If you have 10 clients, you have 10 bosses. Um, you don't have to feel like they're bossing you around. It is collaboration, but you will have to be open to their desires. Customer service and continued learning are other skills you will need. In terms of earning potential, oh my goodness, wowzer. Look at the numbers, y'all. I love this small business idea. I actually do the small business idea. I am a virtual assistant myself. So you're looking at anywhere from $3,000 to almost $9,000 a month. It's so possible. Imagine a six-figure business. That's awesome. The numbers actually do start to lean toward the higher end of the spectrum the more you niche down. For instance, a virtual assistant Facebook ads manager may be able to charge as high as, I don't know, $1,000 per month per client and have a streamlined, scalable business model. Meanwhile, a general virtual assistant who is doing all the things may only be able to make 4,000 a month because of how many different things she's offering her clients. And she may find herself spreading herself too thin and not being compensated for it. So that $4,000 a month, maybe like she may have had to work for that 4,000 a month. That's not what we're looking for here. So a starter kit ideas would be a computer, of course, access to Wi-Fi, that kind of thing, project management software, client management software, bookkeeping software, office supplies, marketing tools. As a virtual assistant, you may choose to market your business, or you may choose to get clients via networking. I feel like it would depend on you and what kind of approach you want to take, right? Courses, consider investing in courses for continued learning. And like I said, niche specific tools, an email manager, um, virtual assistant might need different tools from a, I don't know, call customer service virtual assistant. So thank you so much, you all, for watching. Listen, starting a small business does not have to bring on the gruesome, energy sucking stress of a second job. No, your small business can bring you joy, creativity, and money all at the same time. And what I love about these types of small businesses is that you are not limited in your imagination. You can have fun with your ideas, your business models, and your intended client base every step of the way. And these ideas can also cater to your natural talents and skills that you already have that may or may not actually be useful in your day job. So let me know. Have you tried any of these ideas before? Which one will you try next? Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video and you would like to see more like this, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button if you want to be up to date on every single upload. Thank you. God bless and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.